Hello, Commissioners. So
Hi.
I'd like to first say a few things. So first of all, as far as substantial evidence, and there's only limited things that I can say, we have substantial evidence that was reviewed by your internal investigator that stated that they needed to stand down because this could relate to criminal allegations. At this point, the state needs to take over. It was advised against doing any other internal type investigation because that is subordinate to anything that would be potentially criminal. So I'd be more than happy to
So,
show
Dr. Edler, I wouldn't want to know names or anything. As you said, it's an investigation. So when you tell me that it was substantiated and there are people that don't have certain, is that one person, the 6 people, or is it 20 people? Is it rampant through the department?
There were 5 people.
5 people.
Now with that, I'd rather I know that I've been told because I was sworn under oath.
Right.
When you do an actual investigation where there's jurisdiction to hold you liable
Right.
for perjury, that's what I was sworn under oath to do. Okay, so I know that we have Ms. Kilgore in-house that's accumulating information.
Hold on, Doctor, because it's Commissioner Berry time. And Stephen, so to my point, because you're asking that question you have here, it's 5. I can't justify, paying for everybody if it's 5.
But let me say, when we say 5, so you're saying as far as training and punishment to these EMTs, that's not what we're proposing. What you have is a foundation breakdown in EMS. So we need to redo the entire structure. Chief Nail and myself have been trying for months and months, and I can show you the emails, to try to do a reorganization with the management, because what you have is very poor management with your emergency medical services. With that being said, your leaders are poor leaders, and that is trickling downhill. So with that being said, this isn't a punishment, which is why when we really looked at this group, which was the Rescue One company, they're coming in with a whole different standpoint. So number one, EMTs and medics have to have continuing education units or hours. That's what's incorporated into this training for them. So they're not just getting punished, but they're taking this where we're actually doing hands-on. These EMTs and medics, we've got a great team. I'm not saying that they're poor by any means, but they've been craving that attention to even have in-services in-house. When Steve White was brought in as a chief, he eliminated all that and everything went to modular training, meaning you had to look at a computer. Well, anybody knows you're going to hit the computer, walk away, and then you can come back. So you can get your CEUs, but you're not actually doing the hands-on. We have 260 employees that work under my medical license. How do you do proficiency testing? I can't do it. I can't do it from a computer. I don't have the time as I'm trying to redesign and revamp all the entire protocols. We haven't had policy updates since 2011, 2013. These include medical policies. I'm sitting across from a supervisor and having to explain to him that he shouldn't be asking me to pronounce somebody dead after he watched him bleed to death. We've got issues. So I'm asking, please, to reconsider looking at this training because I think it's imperative. The other thing is getting these certifications on track because our training center for the AHA has been completely disorganized. That's included into this request. So we can go ahead, because if the AHA comes in and they decide that they're going to shut us down, because the word that I have is that they have very low tolerance right now for dealing with anything that could be potentially a mess up, then you're looking at spending over $100,000 every 2 years just to get everybody certified to keep their certifications in place.